Let's add a new record. James j at yahoo.com. Salary is 4321. Insert new record. And here the James record is successfully added into this table. Let's check in the database table also. And this is a table employee. I'm executing the table. See, here we got the James record. Let's edit the record of the Sam. Edit. Notice we got the text box controls, and also we got the update and cancel link buttons. Let's change the employee name from Sam to Khan. The email khan@gmail.com. The salary is 4532. Changing the update details. Update. Notice we got the employee name Sam has been changed to Khan, as well as email, and the salary also has been changed. Let's check in the database table. Now before execute this employee statement, notice the second ID employee name is a Sam. When I execute, here we got the new results. Instead of Sam, we got the Khan. I want to delete the record Khan. Delete. Notice we got the confirm message. Delete the record. Click OK. See, the Khan record has been deleted from this table. Let's check in the table employee in the database. In this employee table, the Khan record is available right now. I'm executing the statement. And after execute the statement of this employee table, notice in the results there is no any Khan row. If you are a first time visitor to my channel, please subscribe to get the latest updates. For this video tutorial, I am creating a new MVC application. Go to File, New, Project. And from the web templates, I am selecting ASP.NET Web Application, and the .NET Framework I am using 4.6.1. The application name I'm giving MVC Insert Display Same page. Okay. And from the templates I'm selecting MVC. Okay. And here the MVC application is created successfully. Let's close this default window. Open Solution Explorer. Now in this MVC application, I'm adding ADO.NET Entity Model. Right click the project name. Add ADO.NET Entity Data Model. I'm selecting that one. The model name is Employee Model. Click OK. And from the model contents, I'm selecting the first option, Next. Creating a new connection. I'm adding server name. After adding server name, I'm selecting the database name. SampleDB is my user database. Test connection is succeeded. OK. OK. And here we got the connection string, and the connection string name is the sample DB entities, and I'm saving this connection string in the web.config file. After that, click Next. And from the selected database objects, I'm expanding the tables as well as DBO. The table name, I'm selecting the employee. Click Finish. And here we got the employee entity model, which contains the 4 columns: ID, employee name, email, and salary. After that, let's add a new controller in the controllers folder. Let's minimize this references folder. I'm adding controller in this controllers folder. Add controller. I'm selecting MVC for controller empty. Add. The controller name is EMP. Add. And here we got our controller. Now first thing, in the action result index page, I'm binding the employee table with the entity data model sample db entities, which is my database connection string. sd is equals to new sample db entities. After that, I'm adding list class list. In this list class, I'm adding employee table object. This is a table name. emp list is equals to sd.employees.toList method. After that, I'm adding the emp list object in the return view. That's it. We have binded the employee table to this action result index page. Now before adding the new index view page, let's build the solution. And here we got the message in the output window, build succeeded. Let's close this output message box. Highlight the index, right click that one, select add view. The view name is index only and the template empty without model. Add. And here we got the index view page. Now in this index view page, I'm deleting the default header. I'm adding h1 how to insert and display records from database in single view page using JSON result with entity framework. Horizontal line, I'm adding center tag. Now after the horizontal line, I'm adding table. Border is equals to 1 tr table headers. Now in this table, I want to display the employee details from the database. So let's visit SQL Server Management Studio. We'll check the employee table and the column names. And this is the employee table which contains right now only one row, one record. So let's add the headers, emp name, email and salary. Employee name, th, email, th, salary. The ID is the auto-generate column, so I am not adding the ID. After that, for each loop, I'm adding the employee object, the table name, item, in model as IEnumerable. In this IEnumerable, I'm adding the employee entity model. So let's add the project name, which is MVC MVC insert display same page, which is a project name dot employee. tr, I'm adding td, which is table row. In this table row, I'm adding span tags at item dot. The first one is the employee name. I have 3 columns, so I'm adding employee name. Second column name is the email dot email, and the last one dot salary. That's it. We have done the first part to display the records into this table. Now before writing the coding part to insert the data into the database, first we'll check the basic output. So before run this application, we must change our controller name in the route config file. Open Solution Explorer, expand the app underscore start route config.cs, open that one, and notice here the controller name is a home. Just delete this one. Our controller name is EMP. Let's copy this one, paste here, and the action result, which is the index view page, this page only. Let's check the first output, the employee table is binded into this table or not. Google Chrome, and here we got the output, the employee table is binded into this table. Now my next target is I want to insert the records into this table from this index view page. I will add 3 controls, 3 text box controls and 1 button control in this index view page, and I will insert the records into this employee table. Let's write the insert functionality and stop debugging. Switch to the controller. Now here, after the action result index, I'm adding the JSON function public JSON result insert emp is a function name. Now in this function name I'm adding the employee table object emp. Now in this curly braces I'm adding the connection string sample db entities. sd is equals to new sample db entries, sd dot employees dot add method. Now in this add method I'm adding emp object. Return JSON emp. Forgot to add sd dot save as save changes. That's it, we have written the code to insert the new employee details into the employee table. Now switch to the index.cshtml. I'm adding above the table after the horizontal line a new table. Border is equals to 1 tr td name. I'm adding break. After break I'm adding one text box control, input type text, id is equals to text name. Let's copy this. The second one is a text email. This one is an email, and this one is a text salary. The name also is a salary. Now I require the button control. GD input type is equals to button, value is equals to insert new record, and id is equals to employee button. That's it, we have done the designing part. Now I require the functionality to insert the records when I click this button control. For that I am using jQuery method. So let's open google.com. You'll get the latest Google CDN. Google jQuery latest CDN. And from the search results I'm selecting the hosted libraries. And notice in the Google hosted libraries at the corner there is a contents panel. Select the jQuery. I'm selecting the latest snippet, which is at version 3.3.1. Copy that one. I'm pasting. I'm creating a new JavaScript here. I'm pasting at the bottom. After that I require the latest JS CDN link. So again go back to Google, type here Ajax JSON to CDN, and from the search results I'm selecting the first option, and here we got the latest version of the JSON2.js file. Just copy this one, add script tag, type text slash javascript source is equals to, I'm adding that link JSON2.js file. After adding the jQuery and JSON CDN links, let's add one more script. Type is equals to text slash javascript, and here I'm writing the jQuery script to insert the records. Dollar between double quotes I'm adding the body dot on method. The first one in this on method is the event. It's a click event. I'm clicking the button control, comma, between the double quotes T is I'm adding the button control ID. When we are adding the IDs, we need to prefix with hash, comma, function. Let's close this with semicolon. Now in this function I'm adding if condition. If we click the button control without enter any text in the text box control, I want to display the error message or alert message. If dollar between double quotes event, which is a text ename, copy this one, text box ID dot val method double equals to empty, or dollar between double quotes text email ID dot val method is equals to empty, dollar between double quotes I'm adding text salary dot val method is equals to empty. Friends, here I forgot to add the hash because these are the IDs of the text box control. If the text box name or email or salary is empty, I want to display the alert message. Alert, please enter data into text boxes. The else part, in the else part we are inserting the data. Variable text name is equals to dollar, the event, the text box ID is a text name, which is a text box ID, semicolon. The second variable text email is equals to dollar between double quotes hash text email, semicolon, variable text salary is equals to dollar between double quotes hash text salary. Dollar dot Ajax functionality. Let's close this Ajax method. In the first method I'm adding the type between double quotes, which is a post, we are posting the data, comma, URL between double quotes. Here I'm adding the path. The first one is a controller name. Our controller name is a EMP. / and the method name, which is the insert EMP method. Copy this one and paste here. This is a JSON result method. JSON result, comma, the data, colon, the data is in the JSON format. So between single quotes I'm adding curly braces. The first one, the column name of the first, which is a EMP name. This one, EMP name. Copy this one, paste here, colon, between double quotes, single quotes, plus plus. Between this plus plus I am adding the dot, the val method. Make sure don't do any gaps here, comma. Let's copy this one, paste here, the last one. The second column name is the email. Copy this one, and the text box ID is a text email dot val method, and the last one is a salary. The ID is a text salary. Copy this one and paste here, comma. I'm adding the content type, colon, between double quotes, application, which is a JSON type, char set is equals to UTF-8, comma. The type of the data is a JSON, so I'm adding the type of JSON, comma. After that I'm adding the success attribute. I'm creating a function. Now in this function I'm adding the variable row is equals to dollar, between double quotes. Once the record is inserted successfully, I want to update this table. ID is equals to EMP table. Let's copy this one, hash table 1, and that inserted record I want to display in the table last row. TR is a table row, colon, last hyphen child, semicolon. After that I'm adding the location.reload method. After the records are inserted successfully into the table, I want to clear the text box controls. So text name dot val method is equals to empty text email dot val method is equals to the last one, text salary dot val method. That's it, we have done the complete coding part. Now let's check the results. Google Chrome. And here we got the final output. I'm entering the new employee details. Sam at gmail.com. Salary is 1234. Insert new record. See here, the newly inserted record Sam is displaying in the table. Let's check in the database. This is the employee table. I'm executing the table. See here, the Sam record is inserted successfully. If I click the button control without inserting any employee details, See here we got a alert message, please enter data into text box control. We are inserting and displaying the records from database in a single view page using JSON result. That's it. Let's edit the record of the SAM. Edit. Notice we got the text box controls and also we got the update and cancel link buttons. Let's change the employee name from Sam to Khan. The email khan@gmail.com. The salary is 4532. Changing the update details. Update. Notice we got the employee name Sam has been changed to Khan, as well as email, and the salary also has been changed. Let's check in the database table. Now before execute this employee statement, notice the second ID employee name is a Sam. When I execute, here we got the new results. Instead of Sam, we got the Khan. How to update the records using inline editing functionality in this table only. So first add a new column to this table which contains 3 link buttons. One is the edit, cancel and update buttons, which are the link buttons. So when I click the edit link button, I want to make these label controls become the text box control to update the new records. Notice in this index view page we have 2 tables. The first table contains 3 text box control to insert the new employee details. This is the first table. And in the second table, this is the second table which contains 3 columns: employee name, email and salary, to display the records, whatever the records we have available in the database table. This one. Now our aim is we have to update the employee details. For that we require the employee ID. Let's add the new column th ID, and for each loop I'm binding the data from the database table. So let's add the column ID column also, td span at item dot ID column. After adding the employee ID column to this table, now we require the edit, cancel and update link button controls. Let's add those ones. td, I'm adding a link button control which is a href, javascript colon semicolon, class I'm adding which is the edit, and this link button name is the edit. I require 3 more link button controls, and this one is update and this one is a cancel. Update, cancel. So after adding the ID column and the link button controls, first we'll check the output, how it looks. I'm rerunning the browser link. And here we got the new output after adding the employee ID column and the href link button controls. Now what I'm doing, I want to make this update link and cancel link buttons both will be invisible until I click the edit button link. I want to make this visible, as well as I want to get the text box controls to make the changes to update the new record. So let's do that one. First we'll make these href link buttons visible files, style, display none. Let's copy this one and paste here. After that Let's add the text box controls for the EMP name, email and salary. Input type is equals to text, value is equals to at item dot emp name. I'm adding the style property. First I want to make this visible false. Style display none. Let's close the tag. The second text box control for the email, item dot email, and the last one for the salary. So that's it. Let's rerun the browser. We'll check the output. And here we got the new output of the table. Notice the update and the cancel href buttons are invisible, as well as the text box controls also is not showing. So when I click the edit button control, I want to visible the update and cancel buttons, as well as I want to get the text box control visible here. Let's write the jQuery coding part. Come to the bottom, we'll add the jQuery script. Dollar between double quotes, I'm adding the body tag dot on click on function. The first parameter is the event, which is a click event, because we are clicking the edit link button, comma. The second one is the target ID. The target ID is a table, so the table ID is a EMP table. Paste here. When we are adding the IDs, we have to prefix with hash. The next one I'm adding in this table, I'm selecting the edit control, edit link button, so I'm adding the class name dot edit, comma, function let's add the variable row is equals to dollar this dot closest method. The closest method of this table, the closest element of this edit is tr, the table rows. Tr semicolon, dollar between double quotes td, comma, row dot each function. Now here in this function I'm implementing the functionality. When we click the edit link button, I want to find the particular row of the control. Here the particular row of the control is input type text box control. I want to make the visible. So here if dollar this dot find the element is the input dot length is greater than 0, dollar this dot find the span dot hide, dollar this dot find input show. So here after this closing bracket, row dot find the first one. I want to make the edit link button false, so I'm adding the class of the edit link button here. I'm adding the dot because edit is a class. Dot hide row dot find between double quotes. I'm adding the update. Dot show, and the last one, row dot find method between double quotes dot. I'm adding the class cancel. Dot show. That's it. We have written the small snippet. I'm reloading the browser. We'll check the output. After adding the jQuery script, I'm selecting the SAM record edit. Oops, we're not getting text box controls. Let's check that one. So see here the find, not filter. So again I'm rerunning the browser. Now let's select the SAM record again, edit. So notice here we got the SAM record, got the update and cancel link buttons, and we got the text box control of the SAM records. Now let's write the small code snippet. When I click cancel, I want to hide the update and cancel link buttons as well as text box controls, and I want to show the edit link button. What I'll do is just copy this part, instead of edit I'm adding cancel class. Copy this one, paste here, and here this one show and this one hide, as well as wherever the hide I want to make this show, wherever the hide, wherever the show I want to make this hide. That's it. Let's rerun the browser. Now let's select the record edit James. See, we got the update cancel. When I click cancel, see it's switching to the edit mode. Now the last functionality, when I want to edit the James record, when I click edit, I will change some changes to this employee name or email or salary, whatever the rows I want to change. When I click update, I want to save the updated row in the database table. Let's write the coding part. Now switch to the controller. Now in this controller, I'm adding the new action result, public action result emp update is the action result name, employee emp, and here the employee is the table name, entity model name, this one. Let's write the coding part. Sample db entities sd is equals to new sample db entities. I'm adding the table name employee, emp update is equals to from x in sd dot employees, where x dot I'm adding id double equals to emp dot id. Select x dot first or default, emp update dot ename, employee name is equals to emp dot emp name emp update dot email is equals to emp dot email emp update dot salary is equals to emp dot salary. And the last one, let's save the changes whatever we have updated. sd.save changes method. And the last one, I'm adding return new empty result. It's a method. That's it. We have added the functionality to update the records of a particular employee ID in this action result emp update. Now switch back to the index.cshtml. Let's add this one. This is the edit. This one adding. This one cancel. Now we'll write the edit functionality. Dollar between double quotes body dot on click functionality. The event is click, comma. We are updating the records in the table, so we require the table ID, which is the emp table ID, emp table, which is this one. Let's copy this one and paste here. Now we require the update class name. This update class name. Come to the bottom, paste here, comma, function variable row is equals to dollar this dot closest tr. Now in this tr I have a td, which is a table rows, dollar between double quotes td, comma, row dot each function if dollar this dot find between double quotes input dot length is greater than 0, variable span is equals to dollar this dot find method between double quotes. I'm adding span tag, semicolon, variable input is equals to dollar this dot find between double quotes input. Span.html, what are the values we are changing in a particular row from the text box control, which is the input, I want to add into this span tag. So here input.val method, span.show input.hide. I want to hide the row dot find between double quotes dot edit dot show row dot find between double quotes dot update These are the class names of the link buttons. Dot hide row dot find. I want to hide the cancel link button also. Dot hide dollar this dot hide method. Now here I am calling this action result emp update method in this jQuery snippet. Variable emp updated is equals to emp updated dot the column names I'm adding id is equals to row dot find between double quotes I am adding the class name of the table row. In this table row the class name dd I'm adding the class name is equals to id, as well as we require the class name for the employee name emp name, for the email, and the last class for the salary. Let's copy this class id from this row. I have find the table row id, so this is the class. We have to put the dot. I'm finding the second element, which is a span. I want to whatever the values we have updated in the span, that I want to save in the database table. Dot html method. Let's copy this one. And the second one is the employee name, second column name. The td class name is the emp name, which is this one. We have just added the class name emp name for the employee name. The next one is the email, the class name email, salary. Let's add here the salary. After that, $.ajax the ajax method, the type is we are posting the data, post, comma, URL, semicolon, between double quotes I'm adding the path, /, the first one is the controller name emp, again /. Let's add the action result method name, which is emp update. Copy this one and paste here, comma, the next attribute, the next method I'm adding the data, between single quotes, colon, I'm adding the employee class object name emp, this one, colon, between single quotes I'm adding ++. Now between this ++ I'm adding JSON dot stringify. The value I'm adding the emp updated variable, comma, content type, between double quotes, application, /, JSON, semicolon, char set is equals to UTF-8, comma, and the last attribute and the last method I'm adding the data type is a JSON data type, colon between double quotes JSON. That's it, we have done the complete coding part. Now let's check the results. Google Chrome, and here we got the final output. Let's edit the record of the SAM. Edit. Notice we got the text box controls, and also we got the update and cancel link buttons. Let's change the employee name from Sam to Khan. The email khan@gmail.com. The salary is 4532. Changing the update details. Update. Notice we got the employee name Sam has been changed to Khan, as well as email, and the salary also has been changed. Let's check in the database table. Now before execute this employee statement, notice the second ID employee name is a Sam. When I execute, here we got the new results. Instead of Sam, we got the Khan@gmail.com, and the salary is 4532. How to delete the records from this table? To delete the record of the specific employee record from this table, I need the new link button, which is a delete. So let's add the delete link button control into this table. Now in this index.css HTML page, so let's add the new link button, href link button, which is delete. And the class I'm giving, let's check the output. The delete link button is added or not into this table. I'm reloading the browser link, and here we got a new output after adding this link button, delete. Now when I click the edit link button, notice the delete link button also is visible. Let's make this delete link button in the invisible mode when we are updating the records. Let's cancel this one. Switch to the coding part. Come to the bottom in the jQuery snippet. In the edit, when I click the edit, row.find between double quotes dot, I'm adding the class name of the link button control, delete, which is delete. Let's add the delete dot hide. So when I click cancel button, I want to show the delete button. So here row.find between double quotes dot delete, which is the class name of the link button, delete, show method. That's it. Let's check the results. I'm reloading the browser link. Let's click the edit link button. Notice when we are in the update mode, the delete link button is invisible. So when I click cancel, it's showing the delete link button. And now let's make the functionality. When I click this delete link button, I want to delete the records from this table as well as from this employee table. So switch to the coding part. Controller. In this controller, let's create a new action result. Public action result emp delete. Now in this emp delete function, I'm adding the int emp delete object. So we are deleting the employee records based on the selecting employee ID. Sample DB entities as D is equals to new sample DB entities, which is the connection string employee, and here the employee is a entity model name or the table name. Emp delete del is equals to, it's an object, Let's write the code from x in sd dot employees where x dot id double equals to, I'm adding this object emp delete, select x dot first or default method. Once we select the record to delete, now sd dot employees dot remove method emp del object. After that, let's change the save changes method. Return new empty result. That's it. It's a simple code to delete the record from the database. Now switch to the index view page. Let's write the jQuery snippet to delete the record. Delete dollar, when double quotes, I'm adding the body element dot on. In this on method, the first one is the event. It's a click event, clicking the delete button. So the event is a click, comma, between double quotes, the target is the table ID, which is a employee table ID. The delete link button is in the table, so I'm adding the ID of this table, which is emp table hash, and from this table I'm selecting the delete link button. So we have a class name for the delete link button, which is a delete. Copy this one, paste it. So when we are adding classes in the jQuery, we have to prefix with dot, comma, function I'm closing this method. The first step, I want to display the small alert message when I want to delete the record. So if, which is a confirm, delete the record. I'm creating a variable delete row is equals to dollar this dot closest method between double quotes, I'm adding tr semicolon. And now the next step, I'm creating a new variable to delete the selected rows of this tr. Variable emp delete is equals to del row dot. In this find method, I'm adding the span tag because in this table I'm displaying the records in the span. Span dot html method. So after that, dollar dot ajax let's close this ajax here. Type is equals to post. I'm posting the data to delete the record. URL colon, the URL is equals to the forward slash. First I'm adding the controller name, which is a emp, the path, again forward slash, I'm adding the action result method name, which is a emp delete, comma, data colon, between single quotes. Now between these curly braces, I'm adding the object name emp delete from this emp delete function, colon, single quotes, plus plus, Now in this plus plus I am adding the emp delete, this variable here, comma, content type, colon, between double quotes, application /JSON, semicolon, cassette is equals to UTF-8, comma, data type, JSON, the last attribute, success colon, del row, this object, I'm removing this tr, table row, dot remove method. Sorry, it's not semicolon here. That's it, we have finished the complete coding part to delete the selected record from the table. Let's check the output. I'm reloading the browser. After reloading the browser, now I'm selecting the record. I want to delete the record con, delete. Notice we got the confirm message, delete the record, click OK. See, the con record has been deleted from this table. Let's check in the table employee in the database. In this employee table, the con record is available right now. I'm executing the statement, and after execute the statement of this employee table, notice in the results there is no any con row. That's it.